Hey Geminis, welcome to February 2019. I'm sorry, I'm confused. So many cards have popped out for you guys, and I'm just trying to relate it back to the Geminis in my life. So, yeah, alone time, the Hermit card popped out first, like before I even did anything. This card popped out. Alone time, it was like glaringly obvious that the alone time that you guys have been doing so far is not necessarily something that you want. And it's like a light bulb has gone off in your head where it's like, I'm alone, I'm lonely. That's mainly February energy, right? Like that lunar eclipse that just passed was in the full moon in Leo and the new moon in Aquarius. So that's going to affect you guys because Aquarius is like your cousin, a fellow air sign. That's going to affect you guys. And what the lunar eclipse did was it really brought light and brought attention to what we need to push out of our lives, what is no longer serving us. So during that, and it would be in a very dramatic way, in a very it's kind of like a pride thing where that Leo energy was forcing us to kind of put our pride aside and be like, okay, listen, like I can't deny how I'm feeling anymore. And although my ego is getting a hit, I need to be honest with myself. So this alone time, Gemini, it's stemming from this deception from a younger than you air sign, whether younger that's physically, mentally, emotionally, Aquarius, Libra, or another Gemini like yourself, and the amount of energy and power that you invested in that relationship, and you felt like you were deceived by it. You felt like you lost a lot of control. You were taken from, and they're kind of like laughing about it. And this is what you're thinking, right? And then we have the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card slash, family celebration. And that was coupled up with the King of Pentacles. So a masculine energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So we have alone time stemming from this deception in the past when it comes to a Libra and all the power a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and all the power that you invested into this person. And then you're actually also looking at your marriage or past family celebration, some sort of common law or something like that, or maybe even your parents' marriage. Maybe this is your father's marriage, some sort of marriage there with the King of Pentacles, masculine, Taurus, Virgo, or Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then three more cards over here popped out, Gemini, and that's a lot of opportunities and a new beginning, but then just sleeping on it, then just doing nothing. So having a lot of opportunities, something new coming, and that newness it was very positive, but it almost really forced you into a state of rest. Okay. And that brings back to that alone time. Okay. So the reason why you are alone, Gemini, is because you had a lot of opportunities that led into something new. And those opportunities came after this energy with the air sign and with the earth sign and what you've invested into that. But then also a lot like thinking like you were being deceived, being taken from, being laughed at as well, and there being a third person involved. Sorry, Gemini. Let's see. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising for February 2019. Okay, let's do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see what's going on for your February 2019. Okay. Need to be, new money, new power. How was that new money last month? I hope it came in. If it didn't come in, you got some blockers because it was there. You just need to accept it in, right? So you still have the energy. You're still gonna have that new power, new money energy coming in. So just release yourself and get open to it. Just like take a couple deep breaths, feel that release, feel that block being dropped. And just really just open yourself up to it. Breathe it into every part of your body, even like a fingernail. Breathe it right in and say, I am willing and open to now accept the new money that is waiting for me. Okay. Just really, and that's if it didn't come in last month, but you can still bring in more because this is on the bottom of your deck. Okay. So we're talking about a fire sign. We're talking about a female fire sign. Leos, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, Geminis? This is your situation for February 2019. This fire sign, this female fiery energy. This person is an up and up. This person is also a one-upper. You know, you tell them something and they're like, yeah, well, which is fine. You know, it's a good thing to strive toward. This person combs through your details. I don't know if they've gone digging through your information, but they comb through your details. Like they really comb through, and I'm seeing the letter M. Okay. So an M in their first, middle, or last name. Okay. The obstacle and the aid to this female fire sign is your creativity, what you're creating, your manifestations, okay? You're a magician when it comes to this person, and you can create a partnership with this person or not. It's really about what you want to do, okay? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Subconsciously, Gemini, this is what you want. This is what you want. Happy family, everybody doing great. Open arms type of happy family, a happy family where your friends can come in, your extended family comes in, everybody comes in, where it's just that family where they can, that like that family that everybody talks about where their doors are literally always open and you can go in at any time, and there's something on the stove and they're just really welcoming and open, and you're able to open your doors to all these different ideas coming in and different stories, and the neighbors are just naturally drawn to your home. That's the happy family that you want. You want it to just have an opportunity to just open your doors up, open your love up, and everybody just come in and all be connected. This is where your energy is stemming from February 2019. You are living your life with this subconscious idea that you're ready for a happy family. However, your thoughts keep pulling you back. Your thoughts keep pulling you back to that air sign. They keep pulling you back to the air sign because I think that you did try to invest in the air sign. I think you did try to invest into the ideology of a happy family, and it didn't work out. So now with this fire sign, you're thinking that maybe you can create that, but your thoughts keep pulling you back to the pain of the Libra, or I keep saying Libra, the pain of the air sign keeps pulling you back to that time. And then you get your guard up and then you get scared. And it's funny, I just saw a picture on Facebook, an astrology meme, and it was Justin Bieber and his fiance Hailey Baldwin. And Justin Bieber is pushing, I love Justin Bieber, I'm Canadian, that's why. So he's pushing all this baggage, and Hailey Baldwin, the supermodel, is just walking beside him. And it said, Justin Bieber is Gemini, Hailey Baldwin is a person that's good for you, aka the fire sign, but you're pushing the baggage of past relationships and, stirring up trouble just for the sake of it, just for the excitement, because Geminis can get so bored, right? So a lot of the times they'll self-sabotage, they'll sabotage a relationship just because they need some excitement, they need some mental stimulation. Hey, let's have an argument just so I can have some brain exercise. Like, let's talk about something, let's get into a lively debate just so I can wake up my mind, right? And then of course that just leads to, especially if you're dealing with another air sign or a fire sign, that could just lead to breaking up, right? So Gemini, you're really thinking about the past. You keep pulling yourself back in the past. And what that's doing, it's creating a huge and sudden change, okay? February 2019, you have a huge and sudden change, all right? Huge change. I think what happened is this month, you're going to get more clear about some of the decisions you've made in the past when it comes to a happy family and everybody taken care of and everything being great. And that's going to change your outlook on life, where it's like, okay, maybe now I don't want to just be focused on the past transgressions of the air sign that took from me and deceived me. Maybe now I want to just focus on moving forward in a positive direction. Creates a huge and sudden change, okay? Family and friends, they think you're doing just great. And if this is true, excellent. If not, you got to get clear about it. Because for me, I know for a fact, like I just, you know, my Gemini father-in-law, we just leave him alone. Oh, he's great. Like he's happy, he's doing his thing, he's dating. And then realistically, maybe that's not the case. But what he's showing us is he's happy, he's doing great, and he's walking on water. This is what he's showing his family and friends. If this is not your truth, you got to be honest with your family and friends. Like, hey, listen, like it may seem like I'm doing great, and that's why you pulled away, but I actually do need some attention here, and I need some advice on this fire sign. Okay, that's how family and friends are seeing you. Hope and fear, Gemini. Hope and fear. This is what I was talking about when it comes to being pulled into the past and kind of feeling like you need to stir up a otherwise positive and happy relationship just to kind of get that brain exercise. You have a hope to be pinned down, but you fear being pinned down as well. You want to be pinned down. You want this fire sign to come in and you create a positive relationship and even possibly a positive family relationship with this fire sign. But of course, your thoughts come in and say, well, that could be boring, Gemini. You could be pinned down. You know, what about the spark? What about the excitement? You know, what about the mind games? What about just having fun? What about just communicating and just keeping it very casual and airy? There's not a Gemini in my life I know that has been in a committed relationship for longer than 3 years. Not a single Gemini. Granted, a lot of the Geminis I know have their moon in Virgo, but all the Geminis I know are single and they don't want to be. They don't want to be single, but they feel pinned down. They're like, if I were to be in a relationship, and a lot of the times people get into relationships with Geminis and the other side, you know, they see their twin side and then they pull back, and that's not fair. They don't gain the unconditional love. A Gemini doesn't gain the unconditional love that a Gemini puts out so easily. A Gemini loves bringing in neighbors, loves bringing in friends. Do you have information for me? Do you want to talk? They're the communicator. They're the messenger. They need to interact with people. However, when especially a sexual relationship comes in, they see the other side of the twin. They don't like it, and then they retreat, which it's messed up in my opinion. It is totally messed up. I've seen 4 sides of a Gemini once, and my daughter is Moon and Rising and Venus in Gemini, so she's got like 6 different faces. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to accept every single face because that's how you show unconditional love. And unfortunately, I think the air sign betrayed you in that aspect where you did show that other side and you invested so much of your energy and power into that relationship because you thought that you could be accepted 100%. But then once you were actually comfortable and showed your true self, they did the deceiving. They deceived you in some way and took away your ability to feel like you can be free to be yourself. So hope and fear is being pinned down. The outcome, Gemini, for your February 2019 is you're unfortunately, you can't control the thoughts. The thoughts are just, they're out of control. Meditation will help if you're into that. If you're not, I was actually gonna do a video on this. There are other ways to meditate besides the old hum. When you're driving, staying in the present moment, actually focusing on driving. When you're cleaning, staying in the present moment, actually focusing on cleaning, like literally, like just focusing on your breath, focus on cleaning. When you're reading, getting right into the book, not pulling yourself out, and seeing your thoughts as clouds just passing you by. Because a lot of times a thought will come and we'll grab it and we'll be like, nope. But think about how many thoughts a person has per day. It's like millions and millions of thoughts per day. Instead of grabbing each one and over analyzing it, just letting it flow and like watching it pass by. No, I'm not going to engage in that. No, I'm not going to engage in that. And then just staying present. So that will hopefully help when it comes to you being pulled back to your thoughts of the air sign. And what that will do, if you still find that you're being pulled back, you're going to see a lot of conflict in your life right now. You're going to see a lot of competing energy. Okay. You're going to see a lot of people fighting, competing, conflicting with you, conflicting with each other. You're just going to see a lot of energy sparks. And that is because when it comes to a partnership or a relationship, you've uncovered something. So you recognizing that truth in a past relationship is creating conflict in your future relationships. Because although you love your family and friends and potentially this fire sign, you still have a lot of animosity and pain from this past air sign. So everybody else is getting served. Everybody else is getting they're getting the baggage and the pain that should be directed at this old air sign, but unfortunately is being directed at family and friends, and this fire sign. Okay, so you are putting a lot of energy on the wrong people. What you should do is just let it go, because every single situation is an opportunity for growth, even if it is difficult. And it's only really difficult, from what I've been learning that resonates with me, is a lot of the things that we decide are difficult is just because we've put that label on it. You know, when you look at a situation, as soon as you say that was bad or that was good, you've automatically made up your mind about a situation. But if you just say that was that is what it is, you know? It's one of the four agreements, right? Like, it just is what it is. And people don't do things to intentionally hurt you. A lot of the times they're doing it just to serve themselves. Like, we live in a very self-serving society, and I'm a complete advocate for selfishness, because I really do think that you can't love anybody else until you love yourself first and foremost. You can't pour from an empty cup. So Gemini, I urge you guys this month to get selfish, to go inward, to forgive and forget, just for your own peace, right? Just so that you can move on. Yeah, the air sign hurt you. Of course they hurt you. But it's time to forgive. It's time to take it as a lesson and to not say that was bad, and just say that was what it was. It's just another chapter in my book. And I'm moving forward, and I'm attracted, and I'm into this, into creating something positive, a positive partnership with this fire sign. I'm into creating a positive family relationship, and I'm bringing on these changes without fear of being pinned down. Okay. So Gemini, please let me know what your changes are in the comment section. Love you guys so much. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you want a personalized reading, my email address is below, and I'm putting out a special soon, something free. Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini.